Welcome everyone to our new 2024-2025 season of the Bowling Promotion Tour. This is our second match of 24, and it's the women's doubles final featuring Becca Manning of England teamed with Charlie Burton-Williams from Wales versus PWBA members and top seed Peppi Konsteri and Eliisa Hiltunen, both from Finland. This is Baker doubles competition in that each team member bowls every other frame in our one-game match. In our last match, the number 3 seeded team Manning and Burton-Williams defeated the number 2 seeded team of Emily Rogers and Yvonne Rhodes, who are both from England, in a lopsided 244 to 116 contest. We are back with another series of 24 exciting matches for you on the Bowling Promotion Tour, including doubles, team, women's, and masters singles competition featuring bowlers from 8 different countries. All our competitors have bowled 18 games of qualifying at various locations around France, and we are here at Bowling La Sphère in Fontaine, Comte, about 200 miles southwest of Paris, for our televised finals. The Women's Doubles Series is presented by the Bowling Promotion Association, and that is approved by the International, European, and French Bowling Federations and the St. Lo Bowling Team Club. All that said, let's get started, and here is Peppi Konsteri. They will be on the left lane for the entire game. And Peppi with a beautiful shot out to the dry, turns it up right through the pocket for a flush strike. And watch this line position. This is why she's a PWBA member. Look at that line position, perfect balance, and all that power into the ball and through the pocket for a flush 10-back strike. Now, Becca Manning, they struck almost at will the first game. They started with strikes, ended with strikes, just had a couple of misses in the middle, ended up 244. And it was with shots like that. It was a beautiful shot by Becca. Again, that's going to be right down the oil line here. Let's see where this crosses, right between the second and third arrow, right? Yep, right there. Turns up. Beautiful shot. And it's 10 back for Becca. So we have a matching strike in the early going of this women's final. Once again, Baker women's doubles final. And here is Eliisa Hiltunen, her first shot. Gets it out to the dry. Good shot. A little bit late up to the pocket, and the 6 wraps around the 10. And she leaves the solid 10-pin. Once again, look at her line position. Very, very solid there. Peppi Konsteri, 21 years of age, and Eliisa, 31. Now Eliisa cross lane with her plastic ball at the 10-pin and goes at it and reaches for it and just drops in the channel before she can make the 10-pin. So an early unforced error for the number 1 seeded team. And let's see if Charlie Burton-Williams can take advantage of that error. Be nice if she could double up here early on. And she makes a good shot. Turn up a little bit and pushes the 5 over. Can't quite get it to take out the 7. So that's going to be a single pin spare for Charlie Burton-Williams. And pretty good release. Ball turns up. Burton-Williams, 19 years old. The youngest of our competitors today. And she's going to go cross lane at this 7-pin, and she's going to flag it. That's 2 unforced errors in the second frame by each team. And look how she comes across. I think she's got that plastic ball. She gets it in the middle of the oil pattern. Again, it's gateway arch, 9.3 to 1, so fair bit of oil in the middle, and I think that spare ball caught that oil in the middle and skidded by the 7-pin. Now back to Peppi for her third frame. And another good-looking shot and another perfect result. Peppi has exactly the right shape for this gateway arch oil pattern. And she is 2 for 2. And again, look at this carbon copy of the first shot. That trailing leg is so important for balance. She uses it perfectly. And again, that's 10 back. She's had 2 perfect strikes so far. Now let's see if Becca can match to get their strike in the third. And gets a Around it a little bit, turn it up, a little bit late to the pocket. That's going to be a weak 10, where the 6-pin kind of falls into the channel. So we've had 2 10-pins and a 7-pin so far. No one's missed the pocket. You see that 6-pin, just watch how it just lays in the channel there on the right side. And just doesn't do its job kicking out that 10. So now Becca will go cross lane. We're looking for our first spare in the match. And she'll go cross lane for the 10-pin. We've, in general, seen excellent spare shooting throughout these Bowling Promotion Tour matches. And a little bit of hook there at the end, but she does convert the spare. The Women's Doubles Series is presented by the Bowling Promotion Association. Here we see the replay of her spare shot, and look at that ball. It just hook a little bit at the end, and you see a lot of these spare balls have a little bit of urethane in them, so sometimes they will actually hook a little bit. Now here's Eliisa Hiltunen. Once again, let's see if she can double up, turn it up, and another 10-pin. And that's again a weak 10 with the 6-pin falling in the channel. And just a little bit late. The first one was a solid 10. There's a weak 10 for her. Once again, the Women's Doubles Series presented by the Bowling Promotion Association. It's approved by the International, European, and French Bowling Federations and the St. Lo Bowling Team Club. So some good lineage for this doubles competition. And now she's cross lane for the 10-pin. She made the adjustment off the last shot and converts that one no problem. So if Becca can get up and strike here, we will continue to have a tie match. And she says, okay, I covered that 10-pin. Okay, no problem. Actually, here's Charlie, and can she get to the ball to the pocket? And a little bit high for a 4-pin. And that's going to cause this team to be down by exactly 1 pin in the 3rd frame. And she was a little light the first time, had that blower 5 into the, didn't take out the 7. This time she's a little high in the pocket and leaves the 4-pin. Now she's got to go cross lane. Let's see if she makes any adjustments off that 7-pin, and she does, and converts the 4-pin. No trouble there. 1-pin match through 4 frames. Let's say thanks to our promoter and organizer Bruno Bidone. As usual, he and Marc Chavet provide the French commentary for these matches. My name is Bruce Hall, and it's my privilege to provide the international commentary for these Bowling Promotion Tour matches. Here we see one pin match. Here's Peppi. Can she go 3 for 3? Yes! Slaps the 10. Good shot there. And she's certainly doing her job. She's 3 for 3. She's got that ball turning very nicely through the back end. That was even a little bit late to the pocket. But watch how the 6-pin now goes to the channel and slaps the 10 out. That's the right angle and the right speed. So the ball is working for her. Now back to Becca. Needs a strike to stay within 1. I get the sense this PWBA team could explode at any second. Eliisa is making beautiful shots. She's left 2 10-pins. She could start striking at any moment. Let's see how Becca does here. Gets that figure 8. That one's outside to the dry. Got to turn up, and another weak 10. Ball coming up a little bit late to the pocket. We've seen all 10 pins and 1 7-pin here so far. And turn up, turn up. Oh, she was hoping. She got it out to the dry. There's definitely help out there to get the ball back to the pocket, but not quite enough to carry the 10. That's a sign of a well-designed oil pattern quite often. There's area there. In other words, there's miss room, but if you use it, your chances of striking aren't as good. So that's what we like to see in oil pattern. Make the pocket accessible, but you've got to throw the right shot to get a strike. And once again, Becca, no trouble on the 10-pin. So now we're up to a 2-pin lead for the #1 seed and PWBA team. Once again, this left lane was very friendly to the Manning Burton-Williams team last time, shooting 244 on it. And here is Eliisa. Let's see if she can find the strike zone here. And guess what? Another good shot. There it is. Strike. Good shot there by Eliisa. She makes her adjustment. That ball came up at the right time. And it's 10 back for Eliisa. Let's see. My guess is she moved a little bit right to catch a little bit more of that dry. And she put that ball perfectly in the pocket. Again, these PWBA stars, you got to believe they're going to start striking. Now Charlie, important shot to get back in the match. And there's kind of a deflecting 5-pin for Charlie. And she leaves the 5-pin. You see all the hands go up. So the way that works is if Charlie were by any chance to miss this, everybody whose hand is up, she owes them a drink. So it's the ultimate embarrassment to miss the 5-pin. So no pressure here, Charlie. I'm not worried about it. And indeed, no trouble there on the 5-pin. So good cover there. But the damage being done in that they're not striking on this right lane. And so having some fun, though. And she does take her spare ball to go at that 5-pin. Some people go with the strike ball because you're trying to hit around the pocket, but either strategy works for spares in the middle of the lane. Okay, here we go. And Peppi is 3 for 4 for 4 for Peppi. Great shot. She struck in the first, third, fifth, and seventh frames. She's only got one more shot in the match. That'll make her 5 for 5, and that's a triple for the Finland team. And they are both from Finland. They didn't choose to be together. The way the teams were formed was their qualifying scores based on the 18 games of qualifying. They were the number 1 and number 2 qualifiers of all the women. So they were paired together for this women's doubles. And here's Becca, almost a must strike to get back into this match. And through the beak for a 4-6-7. And real trouble there. All of a sudden, we've got a 26-pin lead for the Finnish team. And she didn't want to leave another 10 pins, so she moved right, and sometimes you can really play with fire there. She came out and caught the dry on the outside of the oil line there. And the ball started to hook, hooks through the beak, leaves the 4-6-7, an impossible split. And unfortunately now they are open. And quite a bit in arrears now in this match. You can see she takes out just the 4-7 is all she can do. And now can the Finnish team extend their lead? And a good stroke by Eliisa. Turn it up. Oh, blows the rack apart. Perfect flush strike. She made the move off of those 2 early 10 pins. And now her ball is moving through the pocket absolutely perfectly. Watch this. Watch the 8-pin go late. That ball absolutely perfect position through the pins. And almost an insurmountable lead at this time. And the Burton-Williams team comes back. Great shot there by Charlie. 2-1 possible for the English Wales team. And that's perfect in the pocket. That's what she was looking for. And 2-1. Unfortunately, now the Finnish team pacing at 218. So they would need an open and some loss of count to let the other team back in the match. And here's Peppi's shot once again. And there's a weak 10 for her. So weak 10s are cheap and easy on this oil pattern. But that's okay. Spares will win the match at this point. Just keep the ball in the pocket. They have not missed the pocket yet. Becca's shot, as she was trying to get away from those weak 10s, is the only ball out of the pocket in this entire match. So a well-bowled match. And stay tuned for Marc Chavet's interview with our contestants afterwards. And a beautiful conversion there. And that will basically do it for our two ladies from Finland, because they are now, even with an open, above 201, which is the most that the Manning Burton-Williams team can shoot. So we pretty much have our winners now. We'll congratulate Peppi, Konsteri, and Eliisa Hiltunen for winning the first of many competitions here in the on the bowling promotion tour. And there's Becca way outside and late up to the pocket, misses the pocket right, and that's going to be an 8 count. And next up we'll have men's doubles competition. We'll have the semifinal and final match for our next 2 matches coming up on this same channel. And we're very glad you're with us watching this exciting bowling promotion tour action. I'd like to thank Storm for sponsoring our women's series and Cubica AMF for their continued sponsorship of the Masters series. We'd also like to thank our institutional partner National Sport Agency, as well as the regions of Normandy, Brittany, and New Aquitaine, the departments of Calvados, La Manche, d'Ille-de-Vilaine, Pays de la Loire, and La Vienne, and the cities of Rennes, Chateaubriand, and Fontaine-le-Comte. And I'm sure I did not do the best job with my accent there on those beautiful city names. I apologize, but once again, lucky contestants here to be able to tour France and see all these different regions of this beautiful country. And I would encourage you to think about this tour for next year. And there's the first shot out of the pocket for our Finnish team. And Eliisa gets that one to hook early. And it's going to go high. And it almost goes Brooklyn, actually. So certainly seeing some breakdown here. And we do not oil between matches here. So you start to see, with everybody playing exactly the same place on the lane, you see the tracks start to get dry and start to react a little bit early. And good spare there. That will put them in the 2 teens with a comfortable victory for our PWBA and number 1 team, number 1 seeded team. Once again, Bruce Hall with you. I'll be back with you for the call for all these international matches. And she'll fill things out here. Strike will get them to 15. And how about another 10 pin? So 2-1-4 for our Finnish team. That will be a winning score, as the Manning Burton-Williams team can only shoot a maximum of 181 if they strike out. We'll have some stats after this. We'll have an interview with Marc Chavet with the competitors and a quick preview of our next match. And there's Charlie going cross lane for the Brooklyn, and she gets the strike. So if she can get 2 more, it'll be 181 for our team. Once again, Charlie just 19. She's a student studying psychology in Wales. Took some time out to take this tour around France. And that's getting up in the pocket, and just gets the 4 pin out and just leaves the 5. So we want to congratulate our PWBA team for winning the women's doubles Baker competition. We said we'll have men's Baker competition next, and how about a round of applause, some clapping in time for, once again, a 5-pin shot for Charlie, and she does convert it. So congratulations to that team on a 2nd place finish, and again, that right lane proving more difficult maybe than the left, as both of our winning teams have been on the left lane so far in this competition. So no problem covering the 5-pin. And there's your final score, 214-171. Congratulations to our Finnish team for that nice 4-bagger in the middle there. You see that one mistake in the 2nd frame, but a well-bowled match by really both teams. Just a little bit of carry issues and a couple of issues with Becca trying to dial in the pocket and try to overcome those 10 pins, so it caused her to make moves that took her out of the pocket for her last couple of shots. We have some stats here for you. 214, 171 the score, 6 strikes for the Finnish team, 3 strikes for the Manning-Burton team, and the opposite, spares and 2 opens by each team. So once again, congratulations to the Finns, and stay tuned for Marc Chavet's interview.
Alongside Becca Manning, coming to us all the way from Barnsley, that's the Yorkshire, north of England. And of course, Becca finishing second place today, going up against the Flying Finns. It was always going to be a difficult task in the final.
Yeah, definitely. They gave us a run for our money. The lanes were playing a bit different to what we had in the first match. It was hard, but yeah, we had fun.
Yeah, so the first match in the semifinals, you guys playing lane number 5, and obviously the Finns choosing to put you on lane number 6. How much of an impact did that have on the match?
We couldn't carry. We had a hard time trying to carry, and then I threw a split in the 5th frame, I think, so that didn't help. But no, we had fun. I'm happy with our performance.
And obviously you guys make a great team with yourself and Charlie Ann. That's something to consider for the future, perhaps.
Absolutely. I've said I'm not doing any tournaments unless I'm bowling with her.
Thanks for the insight, Becca. Great to see you. Thank you so much. And we're going to move on now with the champion, ladies and gentlemen, indeed representing the land of Finland. This is the strike machine for the super final, winning 214 points. Peppi Konsteri. Peppi, congratulations. What does the win on the bowling promotion tour mean for yourself, your life, your career?
I mean, every time win is a win, and most of the time we do lose, so win is always a bonus in the books. This is what we were here for, and we did what we had to.
And give us a little insight, just you and me here, no one else is listening. Choosing lane number 5, there was something behind that, wasn't there?
There was. We saw Charlie and Becca bowling on a lane 5 before, so we thought that we're not going to let them do another game on the same lane that they had practiced on and played, so this time it paid well. We'll see how it goes next time.
Hard work does pay off. Thank you so much, Peppi Konsteri. Look forward to seeing more of you in the Bowling Promotion Tour individual championships as well. Thank you so much.